Hey guys, welcome to the next episode. Today I'm going to show you how to create Google Forms. So you can use those forms, for example, to create a quiz or maybe a contact questionnaire or anything else you want. So let's start. First of all, go to google.com and log into your account. Once you do this, you can click over here in the right top corner on those squares. This is Google Apps. And then over here scroll down to the bottom until you see Forms and click on it. Once the Forms open, at the top over here you will see some different templates. So as you can see, there is a gallery template. We can expand it and then you will have a template like event registration, job application, order form and other templates. So the easiest way would be to find template that fits our purpose the most. So in this example, maybe I'm just going to choose contact information. So I'm gonna click on this one. And as soon as I do this, it should already load up over here. So once it loads up, let's start from changing the view of this form. You can of course follow the tutorial as you can see over here. I'm just going to skip it. And then let's change this picture over here. If you want to change it, you will have to click up here on this icon, customize theme, and then up here for the header we have image uploaded, so click over here and then you can upload your own image or you can choose one of the images available here or find it by using the search button. So let's say I'm just going to use this image over here, so I click on it, then click insert. And as soon as we do this, this image should be replaced. And as you can see, the image was already replaced and automatically the colors try to match the image. If you want to change those colors over here, you can do it here by changing the background color, for example. As you can see, background color changes when I click over here, as well as theme color over here. So I'm just going to choose maybe this color for this example. And then let's move to the next point, which is font style. Over here, when you click here, you can change the font style, as you can see right now, to any of those fonts available here. I'm just going to stick with basic and we can close this by clicking on X. Now when we change the view, we can continue into editing our form. Editing is very simple. All we need to do is to click on the element we want to change, as we can see over here, and then we can delete or change the text into anything we want. Same over here, we can click on the description and write any description we want. Now, if we click on some of the fields, except for the first one, we will see over here required. That means that the form cannot be submitted if this is on, if the required field was not filled. Then over here we can choose what kind of answer are we expecting. So for example, we can choose multiple choice, paragraph, short answer, checkboxes, and so on and so on. So for the name, of course, it would be short answer. Let me change this last one, for example. Let's ask the person who's filling the form, is the provided information correct? And then we would change the type of the answer from paragraph to checkbox, for example. So we would, for example, add 1 or 2 checkboxes. So right now we've got one checkbox over here. So I would say yes. And of course, if we want to add more, we would just click over here. And as soon as I clicked here, as you can see, another answer was added. So this is how you can choose different types of response that you would get. And then when you're done, you can just click outside. And of course, if you want this to be a required answer when filling the form, you would hit over here to make it as mandatory. So this is how you can add different questions. If you want to move the questions in different order, you would just move your mouse to the top of the given field, and then you can drag it up or down, depends where you want it to be. Another thing you could do over here is to add section. So for example, if you would like some part of it to be a different section, we would for example click over here on phone number and then hit add section. And now as you can see, the contact information is separated from the second section, which could be anything else you want to input here. And of course there are other things you can add over here. For example, you can add image, you can add video. So if you want to add image, you just click here. And then you can upload image or just use Google search to find something. Let me just find abstract. I'm just going to choose maybe this picture over here, so I click on it, choose insert, and as soon as I do this, my image is being added here, and as you can see, the image is here. So you can add the title of the image or whatever other information you want. It would work the same with the video or adding title and description. And if you would like to add more questions, as you can see over here, you would have to click on this plus over here. And as you can see, once I click plus, the new question was added. I'm just going to write A. I'm just going to choose multiple choice, and then we can add option 1, option 2, option 3, or how many options you want. So that's how you can create your own Google form. Now, when it comes to responses, you would have to click on the tab over here, and then over here you can choose if it's accepting responses or not. And of course, the responses would be visible over here, and you can click on those 3 dots, and then you can choose to get email notifications every time you get new response. You can select the response destination, so for example, you can put it in a spreadsheet, all the responses would be stored in a spreadsheet, or you can simply download responses as CSV file. And before we finish, there is one more thing. Once you finish creating your form, of course, you can share this form with other people. In order to do that, you would just click over here on send, and then over here you can send the link via email, or for example, click over here and you will see the email to the form we just created. If you click shorten URL, it will make the URL shorter, so we can just copy it and then send it to our friends, or simply test it by pasting it in a web browser. And as you can see, we have access to the form that we just created. And as we can see, the next section would be on the second page and would require the viewer or the responder to click next in order to access it. So let me just put name, let me put some email. As you can see, it automatically checks if the email format is correct. Then we can click next, and it should take us to the second part, which is address. Then we've got some other information here, and we can submit the form. So as we can see, the form was already submitted. And now when we go over here, we can see that there is one new response, and we can see the response over here, whatever was chosen. So when it comes to using Google Forms, that would be it for today. Please let me know in the comments if you managed to create your own Google form, and remember to hit thumbs up, subscribe our channel and share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching.